Alright, hello y'all. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. I am BD and today I'm presenting a video that has been missing in action from my channel for like 4 years. I haven't done a dedicated sneaker video in about 4 years and I'm sorry, but like I just was completely out of the mix in terms of sneakers. There's a thing called rent. And that was kind of taking priority, you know what I mean? And like as time was progressing, the sneaker prices just kept going up. And I was just like, I don't understand. It's not making any sense to me because I have a small foot. Like I don't even have an adult size foot. So it's like, what's happening here? Why am I paying adult prices when I have like a malformed foot? You know, it's tiny. Last year, like in the fall, which I guess I could do a separate video about like kind of what got me back into the game. Kind of, not really, still very much bystander, okay? I'm just not in that space in my life anymore to be like a real participant in the culture, I guess you could say. Like I like kicks and I have some, you know what I mean? But anyway, I have been buying a few since last year, so in this video, I just kind of want to do a little bit of my faves thus far. So this is not everything that I've picked up, but this is just some of the things that I really, really like of the items that I picked up. If you know, the sneaker game now is just a whole different breed. It's no more just walk into the store, get what you want. It's a circus, if I'm being really honest. But through the grace of God, I've been able to acquire some of the things that I do have an interest in. So without further ado, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content. I do have some old, sneaker content on here, but I do plan to do some more, and I do a lot of other things too. I love home decor and nail art and just lifestyle in general. So be sure to subscribe, you know what I'm saying, for a whole plethora of things, okay? And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this type of content. But without much more blabbering, let's just get into the faves, shall we? The one shoe that was like the one for me and what really got me into loving kicks as a kid was the Air Force One. Everybody knows that model. It's classic. It's a silhouette that just continues to be popular through generations, you know what I'm saying? And that was the one for me that did it. And I think told a story about that in the sneaker video that I have on my channel that's super old, but I love the Air Force One still to this day. And I love when Nike does different things, but I also love just taking it back to the essence. Now, we all love a good pair of all whites. I have a just regular standard pair of all white Forces. I remember when back in the day they were seasonally released. Like you couldn't get them all year round like you can now, and it was always kind of like around my birthday, which is, it's in early February, but around late January, early February was when stores would start getting the all whites in. And I just remember that time. But I always have loved Air Force Ones, specifically, of course, a fresh pair of all whites. And I love that Nike, I think it was this year, or maybe it was last year actually, toward the end of last year, they started to do a new craft collection, which is, the shape is beautiful, the material is just chef's kiss, the leather is amazing, and it's not doing too much with the craft collection. It's very like streamlined, classy, it's just perfect. So the pair that I picked up, which I've already worn, and I definitely want to double up on these, is this pair, and I'll get some like B-roll so you guys can see them like close up. But I love it. It has like a tumbled leather, and that's different from your standard all white, which just has like a smooth leather on it. This is like tumbled perfection. And on this particular pair, this is the Vast Gray, I want to say. If I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen, but the back tab has a little suede on it, which I love, and there's a little tab right underneath that says Air Force One or AF1. The laces are not your run-of-the-mills, okay? Like, they feel mesh, but I'm pretty sure that's not what this is. But it's not your standard textured cloth type of lace. The dubray is different, the tips are different. It's kind of like, I don't know if that's picking up, but it has like an iridescence to this part, and it has the mesh tongue. All right, it's not the leather all hard, you know, and stiff. It's just mesh, and this is just I love these. And like I said, I definitely want to double up on this pair, and there's another pair that has like, I think, a gold dubray on it, so I want to get those two. These are a little pricier than the normal like regular Air Force Ones, but I think it's definitely worth it, and I'm real particular when it comes to like how much I'm paying for kicks, but these definitely worth it. So this is, or was, my favorite up until I got some other stuff, but I always will just love a good Air Force One. So yeah, Craft Air Force One, love this. Next up on my list is another revamp of a timeless silhouette, which is the Air Jordan 1, but this is the Air Jordan 1 Comfort Zoom. Oh god. This is the Air Jordan 1 Comfort Zoom. This is the women's, and I think this is like, what is the colorway? I think it's like sail and light bone. I have been loving neutral tones like this. Like, my closet is full of like neutral tone stuff like this. So when I saw these, and this was, I think, November of last year, that they released on like Nike.com, not even through sneakers. They just released on Nike.com, but they sold out like that. And I was fortunate enough to go to a Nike store on that day that they dropped, and they actually had them. So I love these. Full disclosure, retro ones are not super comfortable to me. I have a little fat chubby foot, and they are like super narrow because I get the kid size, and the cut for the kids is not as like robust, I guess, as like the men's or the women's. So it's super narrow, and they just are not the most comfortable to walk around in. But because it has this whole entire part here is like a comfort insole or something like that, so they feel like just perfect, okay, like perfection on the foot. And again, this colorway is just, it's given everything that you want in a neutral. I swapped the laces out. They came with black laces, but I ordered these. I think this is sale. I think these are sale. They might be light bone, but I think it's sale laces because I like that a little bit more than the black. And I just love the different tones on here. It's beautiful, and like I said, it's super comfortable. So this one was a must for me. I haven't worn it yet. I did style it in a reel for Instagram, so I'll put like a clip of that in the video. But I haven't worn them out yet. I kind of don't want to because I know they're gonna get dirty and like so I don't know, but I love this. This is definitely one of my favorites and super comfortable. So if you have been thinking about the comfort zones, definitely go ahead and get you a pair. And the colorways have been popping on these, okay? So get you some, and the cut is really nice. It's like it's a high basically. So another one of my faves. All right, so the next shoe that I'm going to talk about is another Air Force One, because I mean, who but me to continue to talk about Air Force Ones, but it legitimately is my favorite sneaker of all time. So yeah, I've just been happy with the offerings that Nike has been giving. Like, they've been doing their thing. Now this one is like, when I first saw it, I was like, what is actually going on? But then I was like, I could bang with that, like, in a real, like, aggressive way. So, like, I had to get them. And that would be the experimentals. So, in this particular one, I think, was this one first? I don't know. It might, there's a sale pair that I'll put a picture of on my screen. There's a sale pair, and then there was this pair and a black pair. And I really wanted the sales, and I still do. I'm still on the hunt for those. but I knew that if I could at least get my hands on these, I would be happy, and I was able to get my hands on these. Let me just explain here what's going on. So this is basically like a vacuum sealed shoe. Like this is like a wrap that they put on here, and this particular wrap is a racer pink color, so it flashes different colors, which I like. It also has a bit of iridescence to it, which I think is super cute. But underneath here is just the foam that you would typically see under an Air Force. You wouldn't see under an Air Force One because it's covered by leather or whatever the upper material is. But here it is exposed, and I'm just like, do that, please. This is so cool. This particular pair has this green label on the back. It says, "This label is your guarantee of quality, Nike Air Force One Experimental," and a bunch of numbers. It has this nice little yellow pull tab. And the inside of the shoe, it says the Air Force One Experimental. Okay, it says the Air Force One Experimental type design is based on an oxygen mask used in the Nike Sports Research Lab. Dope, okay? Dope. And I honestly feel like these are just like underrated and under the radar, so I really love that too. And then it has, so again, those laces like in the crafts, it's not your standard type of lace, it's kind of like a mesh lace. The tips are just kind of whatever, but that's cool. It also has like this pull tab to make them a little tighter, which I was like, dope. Like such a dope little design detail, so I'm gonna do that with it. And then the tongue is also exposed foam, and it's gray, and I love that it has like this little Nike logo just tucked right there. Like these are just so fire. And you love a good gum bottom. Like I personally love a good gum bottom on a shoe, so that was a very interesting touch to put on this pink shoe, a gum bottom, but I really do like it. So these are definitely something that I cannot wait to rock. And I'm thinking about doing a how I would style type of video too. So if you guys want to see that, definitely give me a thumbs up so that I know that's something I should do. But yes, I love this. Oh yeah, and then like the Nike logo on the back is upside down. Like this is just doing so many different things, so many experimental things. It's in the name, and I just thought that that was super dope. So I really love these, and I'm happy to have them. Okay, so getting toward like the last few in this particular video, these are like okay, I try not to play the hype game when it comes to sneakers. I know, I guess, what is hype, but I'm just kind of like, I leave that for the young people. Like y'all do y'all thing with that, and I'ma just wear what I like, you know what I mean? But this particular shoe was like very like popular. I think probably because this has never been done, and the one other time it was done, it was for Travis Scott's Air Jordan 1. A lot of like comparisons were being made and stuff like that, but I love brown, and the older I get, I need my shoes to kind of work with like whatever my aesthetic is, which is typically not too bright, which you wouldn't know from seeing the experimental in this video, but like I like neutrals and earth tones and stuff like that. So I was on like, this was the one. This shoe was the one that I was like crazy about. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't, man, and like it was such a hassle to get these. So these were just like, I had to have them because it's brown on the classic Air Jordan 1 retro silhouette. Like, cool, I need it. I needed parts, and I wanted parts, and thank God I got parts, okay? Because like this was something else. But I absolutely love these, okay? Like it's just perfection because it's brown. It's like a dusty milk chocolate, which I like. I also styled these, so I'll put that up on the screen. And the leather on these is actually really nice. It's kind of got some texture to it. You could tell that there was a little bit of like a little bit more thought, I feel like, put into these. And again, I love the off-white, not the brand, not Virgil. No beef with him, but I mean like the color. I love the like sail off-white thing that they did with the midsole. It gives it kind of like an aged effect without it being like piss yellow. So I really do dig these a lot. And the crazy thing is as difficult as it was for me to get these, I feel like I see these all the time now on people's feet, and I'm just like, so I just don't know the vibes then, clearly, because y'all, everybody got them, but for me it was just like, it took months for me to get these because I was not about to pay $300 and $400. Like, just no, okay? Like, no. But one little thing I'll say is that, you know, with the resale market, as desperation sets in with more restocks, because these were restocking like crazy, okay? Because with the pandemic, it was just like, you know, stores weren't getting their stock in time, so they would get it like a month, 2 months later. So like, I had to really be on the hunt for like, okay, who's doing a restock? Okay, boom, bam, like that. But because that was happening, the price was just, it was going down for the people who were reselling them. And I really wear a 4.5, but I get my retro ones and some of my shoes in a 5 just to account for like wearing a thicker sock or something like that. I love the mochas. I think that they are beautiful. Of course, if you got the Travis Scott ones, then you know, you up, you know, and I love those too. I think those are super fly, but I really do like these as well. I wouldn't put like pink laces in them. I wouldn't do all that. But if you do that, more power to you doing whatever it is that you want to do, okay? I don't care. But yes, I really love these. The last shoe that I'm going to talk about in this video of my favorites is really weird, but it's these UNLV Dunks. Now, Dunks have made a crazy comeback in the last year. Like last year was when they started to boom, and I wasn't really paying attention at that point, but like I've had Dunks for like 10 plus years now. So like for me to see it boom again was kind of like, okay. But like, you know, I think it's cool because it's obviously an amazing classic timeless silhouette, much like the Air Force One. And I was like, you know what, I'll get some new ones. I have a bunch of SBs, and SBs are typically super colorful and doing a lot. So I was happy to see that with this new resurfacing of the Dunk, that Nike was doing like cool, simple colorways. So when I saw that they were gonna be doing like a whole new batch, these were not actually up on my list of like, oh, I want to get these. I was just kind of like, if I can get them, cool. But if I don't, that's okay. I think at the time I was really pressed about the Coast Dunks, which I don't have. I don't know, like I want them still. But anyway, these were not high up on my list. I was just like, if I can get them, cool. If I can't, whatever. I was able to get them, and I wear these all the time. I have a few other pairs of Dunks from this new iteration that they've been doing of like the Dunk colorways. Like if it was a low last year, it's a high this year, whatever. I have a few other ones, but I've been wearing these a ton. Super comfortable. And it's just a really fly shoe. It's obviously collegiate in theme, and I do love that. Yeah, I mean, the quality is what the quality is gonna be. It's not super crazy on these Dunks. I'm gonna tell you, across the board, the Dunk quality has been interesting. But these are not bad. I don't mind it. And I think these are only like $85. So it's like, even that price just takes me back, because like, what could you possibly get outside of these for $85 today from Nike? Like, what? So like, I love that for us small foot people. Like, I really do love that. But these are just a cool, simple, casual kick that you can like really do some fly stuff with, or just keep it casual. So I really do love these, and I'm still on the fence of whether I'm like more a low person or a high person. I think I prefer highs, but the lows have been getting some love from me. I really do like these, and I have my eyes set on like the 1,000 more that they're releasing. Like, Nike is on just you know, just doing the most time. Like, you know, that's just what type of time they're on. Like, just doing the most, because there are literally like 40 million more dunks coming out, and I want them all. I'm just not gonna front. I just want them all. Well, I don't want, like, some of the colors lately, I'm like, maybe if I was 7, but since I'm not, I'm just like, I can't do anything with those. But some of the, like, just chill color blocking, cool. But yes, that is it for this particular video of my faves. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I really, you know, want to get back into doing this type of content. So if you like this content, like I mentioned earlier, be sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Yeah, I will see y'all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. See you next time. Bye.